ever met someone that constantly bragged about themselves, their achievements, the people they know, the places they go, the things they have? And did it annoy you? Like, wow, why are you always talking about yourself? Well, if you've had that experience, guess what? You're in the right place. My name is Sade, and let's talk about demons. All right, so before we get started about this whole pride subject, of course, I got to take us to the word, y'all. So let's go right to Romans chapter 12, verse 3. It says, because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourselves by the faith God has given us. Let me repeat that one part again. It says, don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves. All right. So let me start by telling you guys my story. So by the time I was 23, I was sort of the only person in my friend group, which consisted of people that were my age, that was married, had their own place, a car, and all of these things. And so I found myself taking pride in those things and internally thinking that I was better than my other friends because I had all of these things. Oh, I'm married, so I must be a good woman. I have a car, I have a good job, I have a place to stay. Clearly, I'm better than these people are. And that's what I thought. Okay. It was one particular friend who would always call me and talk to me about her problems with guys. She would date a guy for like a couple of months and then the relationship would end. And I promise you, each time it's like I felt cheerful in my head because it made me feel like I picked men better than she did, because she couldn't pick a guy who didn't want to, just sleep with her and then end the relationship. And here I was in my mind thinking just because I was married and stuff, that must mean I must be a better person than she is in general. And she also lived at home with her mom. Like I told you, I had my own place at the time. And so when she would call me and she would talk about how her and her mom didn't get along, in my head, I was just like, why are you 23 and still at home with your mom? Let's take it back to Proverbs, though. I got to take it back to the word, because as prideful as I was, God really got me together. And let me tell you how. So Proverbs chapter 18, verse 12 says, haughtiness goes before destruction. Haughtiness is the same thing as pride. And humility precedes honor. So what ended up happening? Well, my marriage fell apart. My car got repossessed and me and my husband broke up. All of this happened in one season. And ironically, whose house did I end up at? My friend's house, the one who I had been judging internally for all those years, her and her mom and all this stuff she had going on. I ended up at her house. And right after I moved in, my friend got her first car. It was a brand new Kia. It was white. I'll never forget. This is back in 2016. So what, 7 years ago? Yeah, 7 years ago. She got a brand new Kia. It was fresh right off the lot. I went with her. And y'all, I was jealous as hell. Probably more so on the envious side. And I was so envious, I'll never forget. We another person in our friend group threw a party, and my particular homegirl that I'm talking about, she was unable to go to the party because she had to go to work. And so I dropped her off at work and drove her car to the place. I get in here, y'all, and why I lied and told these people it was my car. I don't even know these people like that. I lied and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go get my car and blah, 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 blah. So one of our other mutual friends walks out there with me and she looks me in the face and she says, this ain't your car. This such and such car. Y'all, I felt like a complete fool that I had been so puffed up in pride that God humbled me so much that I felt like I needed to lie in order to make myself look good. Whew. Whew. Now, this friendship, now, I'm not going to say I was 100% of the aggressor. And I'll talk about this in later videos because God also uses that very same friendship to teach me discernment. He used that along with a couple of other things. But I thought this was the perfect thing to share because pride comes before a fall. I thought I was better than this girl, y'all, because I had my own place to stay, because I was married, because I had a car. And here I end up right at her house with her and her mom, no car. My marriage fell apart. Now, granted, me and my husband eventually ended up getting back together. That's a whole nother video. But at this time, I didn't know that. I'm at this girl's house, the same person I had been judging in my mind for years and thinking I was better than, and boom. Not only did God humble me, he humbled me so much I had to stay with her. I had to stay with the very same person I thought I was better than. So I know you probably came to this video expecting me to, gas you up about the people in your life that have been prideful towards you. But really, the point of this video is I want to tell you that you need to step down from your pride and you need to humble yourself. You're not better than anybody else just because you want a relationship with God and they don't. God ain't got no favorites. You're not better than such and such because they struggling with a spirit that you don't think you struggling with. Because one thing about Satan, he'll test anybody. So I came to say that to you, and I say it boldly. You are not perfect. No one is. Accept that and continue to develop your relationship with God. More than anything, that's what you need to take pride in. You need to start taking pride in the fact that you have a relationship with God. And not to the point where you think you're better than people, but to the point where you understand that it's a valuable part of your life and your salvation. Pride enough that you can utilize the wisdom that you've gained to bring more people to the kingdom. That's what we should be doing. All right. Think about the pride that we have in temporary things. You got a job, you're making 60, 70, 80K a year while your sister is making $12, $13 an hour working at McDonald's. You drive a brand new 2024 BMW X5 while your mom drives a 2003 Toyota Corolla that's barely functioning. You take pride in things that are temporary. While you up here excited about something that you have now, just know that 5 years from now, ain't nobody gonna be checking for what you got because it's gonna be old and it's gonna be something new. We take pride in temporary things like women, men who are in their 20s and they're nice looking. They get a lot of boyfriends, a lot of clout and stuff like that, and they feel so good. I can get whatever I want because I'm cute. Beauty is only temporary. Life itself is only temporary. You can be fine as wine, baby. You can be dressed to the nine with your nice Gucci on and your Prada shoes or whatever you want to wear. You can get right on in that vehicle and die in a car accident. And I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying it because it's true. Life and the things that we have are temporary, but our relationship with God, that thing is eternal. So why do we have pride? Well, we have pride because it protects us from shame. It makes us feel good about ourselves. Life is hard out here, man. You deal with the negativity that you experience from sometimes your parents and your family. Then you go to school, you deal with negativity too. You grow up, you're dealing with negativity in the world. That stuff hurts. It hurts. So sometimes in order to alleviate that pain, sometimes we take pride in what things look like. Let me take pride in how I look because I might look better than him or her. Let me take pride in what I own because you don't have it. But never forget, these things are temporary, y'all. Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to share. If you like this video, man, if it resonates with you, please like it. Subscribe to my channel, comment, and share this video with others. We have got to get more people tuned in to God. Man, Everybody tuned into everything else. You tuned into Instagram. You tuned into Pornhub.com, xvideos.com. When is the last time you tuned into the Holy Bible? I challenge you. Read you some Proverbs. You know what I mean? Even if you don't want to read the rest of the Bible, you know, maybe you maybe not be able to understand the rest of the Bible. You know what I mean? Especially if you read the KJV, all the thou and those and stuff, it gets confusing. You know, read you some Proverbs, get you some wisdom. Anyway, I hope this video was a blessing to you, because it was a blessing to me just making it and sharing it with you guys. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.